Module Overview. Approval is not the end of the budgeting process, it's the beginning of fiscal stewardship. Once a budget has been presented, negotiated, and formally approved, the focus shifts to ensuring that the financial plans are executed as intended, monitored for performance, and audited for accountability. This module takes a deep dive into what happens after approval, emphasizing how organizations can track spending, compare performance to projections, identify variances, uphold fiduciary responsibility, and maintain transparency to stakeholders. The importance of budget monitoring and accountability cannot be overstated. A budget, no matter how well designed, becomes ineffective without ongoing evaluation, real-time adjustment, and responsible governance. Introduction to Post-Approval Budget Monitoring. Once the budget is approved, resources are allocated, execution begins, monitoring mechanisms must be activated. Budget monitoring involves regularly comparing planned expenditures and revenues with actual outcomes. It enables decision-makers to ensure financial discipline, detect misuse or underutilization of funds, reallocate resources if needed, meet compliance and reporting obligations. Two core elements of budget monitoring. Effective budget monitoring relies on 5 core components. Component and purpose tracking systems monitor cash flow, commitments, and balances in real time. Variance analysis identify discrepancies between planned and actual figures. Key performance indicators, KPIs, measure financial and operational outcomes. Reporting framework schedule for internal and external reports. Corrective measures procedures for mid-year adjustments or reallocations. Monitoring must be continuous, structured, and aligned with organizational goals. 3 tools and technologies for budget monitoring. With the rise of digital transformation, modern organizations leverage advanced tools to enhance post-approval budget monitoring. A. Enterprise Resource Planning, ERP. Systems examples: SAP, Oracle Financials, Microsoft Dynamics integrates budgeting, procurement, accounting, and HR enables automated alerts for budget deviations. B. Budget dashboards. Visual platforms for real-time performance tracking. Allow stakeholders to monitor KPIs and fund utilization. C. Cloud-based monitoring software examples, QuickBooks Online, Zoho Books, especially useful for SMEs and NGOs, support multi-user access, automatic syncing, and secure backups. D. Mobile budgeting tools, apps that allow department heads to approve or track spending from mobile devices, e.g., Expensify, FreshBooks. These tools enhance agility, accuracy, and accountability. 4. Conducting variance analysis. Variance analysis is the backbone of financial monitoring. It involves comparing budgeted versus actual performance, calculating positive or negative variances, investigating root causes, implementing responsive actions. Example: if N20 million was budgeted for training but only N8 million was spent by mid-year, the variance is N12 million, 60%. This may indicate delayed implementation, overestimation in budgeting procurement issues. Response options include rescheduling programs, reallocating funds, or reviewing cost assumptions. Type 5 Mid-year reviews and budget reforecasting. Budgets are based on assumptions. If those assumptions shift due to inflation, currency devaluation, revenue shortfall emergencies, e.g., natural disasters, pandemics, then a mid-year review or budget reforecast is necessary. Reforecasting allows institutions to adjust targets, reallocate priorities, maintain credibility with donors and stakeholders. Key steps: analyze financial trends from the first half of the year, engage stakeholders for feedback, revise figures and objectives, present an updated plan for endorsement. Accountability and transparency mechanisms. After budget approval, transparency must be upheld through A. Public disclosure of budget performance publishing, quarterly budget implementation reports, open budget portals, social media updates, especially for NGOs and governments. B. Auditing internal audits, ongoing checks by internal compliance officers, external audits, periodic reviews by independent agencies. C. Performance scorecards, visual KPIs presented to the public, board, or parliament track success, efficiency, timeliness, and compliance. These practices help reduce fraud, build trust, and enhance performance. Ethical responsibility in monitoring. Budget monitoring is vulnerable to fund misappropriation, non-disclosure, political interference, manipulation of reports. To counter this, institutions should adopt whistleblower policies, train staff on ethical financial conduct, apply strict consequences for financial misconduct, encourage data integrity and transparency culture. The ethics of post-budget approval monitoring are just as important as technical procedures. 8. Summary: monitoring for success. This module emphasized that monitoring and accountability are the engines that bring the approved budget to life. Without rigorous post-approval processes, the intentions behind budget allocations can be lost or mismanaged. By adopting the right tools, analytical frameworks, and governance standards, organizations can improve financial stewardship, promote responsiveness and agility, strengthen stakeholder confidence, maximize impact, and minimize wastage.